Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Sideshow figure, and the figure I'm showing you guys is Green Lantern. First of all, this is a loaner figure. I will definitely not buy this figure for what it comes with and how much it costs and all the defects. So let's get into it. Alright, and here we have the figure and all the accessories outside packaging. So let's go over the accessories first. We have a pair of flight boots, and then the construct and the gauntlet for it, and then we have a bunch of hands. We have flight hands, gesture hands, and one holding the lantern. And here's the lantern itself, and there's the figure and a base. The base is nice. It's got graphics printed on it instead of a sticker or anything like that, which is nice. So here's the figure itself. Now, one thing that Sideshow must get this figure right, and that would be the emblem. And guess what? They got it wrong. And here, if you look closely, you'll notice that the emblem is not in center. It's actually leaned towards the right side of the screen at the moment, which is very disturbing. The fact that you can't even get this right, it means there are no quality control whatsoever with this company. And here you can see the tip is dead center to his crotch there. And then when you look up here, the chest over here, this spot along to this edge of this emblem, and this side, this corner to the edge of the emblem doesn't match. They don't match exactly, and you can see if you look straight up to the emblem, is actually towards to the side a little. It's not right underneath the head. So that is extremely disappointing. I looked through 6 of them. Only one has a good emblem. The rest of them are either crooked or they're actually tilted, which is extremely disappointing for a figure. And this is the one thing you got to get it right, is the emblem, because you're looking dead on at this figure, and if you can't get the emblem right, then you might as well not sell these at all. And from the back, you can see the suit is off-centered as well. Here, this line is slanted. It's supposed to be horizontal, straight across, but is not. Is actually tilted a little bit. And here you can see this corner here and this corner doesn't match. So everything is off with this suit, and it's not something you could adjust, because this thing is sewn onto the body, and there's no way of taking this suit off and readjusting it, because it's so tight. And there's no seam. There's seam everywhere, but there's no way you could take the suit off without breaking some of those stitchings. And let's get a closer look at the suit itself. Now, I must say the material, it's really nice, and it feels very durable. It's pretty stiff, but it has to be sewn correctly. If it's not sewn correctly, it messes up the whole figure. So that's a huge problem with this figure here. You can see the patterns on it. It's quite nice. And another issue I have is the crotch area. Now the body itself, it's about up to here, I would say, the crotch area. It's down to right there. And then there's all this empty space here, which they didn't need to have. And instead they sewn this pants together all the way down here instead of up here, which gives him no range of motion whatsoever. And when you try to turn him, he looks like he's got saggy pants on. And also articulation is very poor for this figure. Here you could even see it. See, there's the butt area, the cheek. It's right there. And the seam, it's all the way down there, which is a lot lower than where the body is supposed to be. And this is how far forward his leg could go. I saw photos before and I thought they were kidding about it, but no, this is exactly how far you could bend his leg without bouncing back, which is absolutely garbage if you think about it, because if you can't have a figure bend his legs, it's kind of pointless to do a flight pose. Knees, you could get them to around 90 degrees, which is nice, but the hips is what killed it. And he could do some ab crunch, which is okay. And the suit does tends to fold a little bit. I mean, that's to be expected, I guess. And he could arch back pretty nicely, which I have no complaints about. Pretty good head movement, because you could have him look up quite a bit, especially for the flight pose. And here's a really bad flight pose. So he can't bend his hips at all, so there's no sticking one of his leg forward a little bit to do a really cool flight pose, but can do something like this. And the suit does tends to bunched up when you put his arm, when you raise his arm, and yeah, that's to be given. Any type of figures would do that, so I'm okay with that. And you kind of have him floating while holding on to the lantern and doing some sort of a gesture. That's kind of cool, but still definitely not worth the price, given the poor tailoring on the suit, and the emblem aren't even centered. The head sculpt I'm okay with. Initially I was kind of put off by it because it doesn't look good at all, but the more I look at it, the more I'm okay with. And there's a speck of paint coming off of his mask there. Not sure if you guys can see it by the cheek area right there. There's a little dot right there. I guess I could scrape that off, but the chin area looks like it's missing some paint. Well, some paint has been rubbed off, so which is another disappointment with this figure. Glad I didn't buy this figure, even though Green Lantern is pretty much my second favorite character in the DC universe. I just can't see myself putting money into this piece of garbage here. The photos up on the site can't give you any sort of truth whatsoever to the quality of this figure. You have to see it in person or see the actual production figure that's been purchased by other people to really know what quality this figure is, and the quality is bad. And again, he comes with a very cool looking construct. Right here you can see it's translucent plastic, and it's painted quite nicely. That I'm very happy with. But then if you can't spread his legs, so he can't do a cool dynamic stance, so which makes this construct kind of pointless, because how's he gonna pose like he's punching someone when he's just standing, which is very disappointing for a figure like this. I just don't know what's going on with them. This could have been a very impressive figure, but instead it's not, and I'm very disappointed with it, because again, this is one of my favorite characters from the DC universe. And here's the light up lantern. All you need to do is press the top of this lantern here, and it's supposed to go on and off. I find this thing very finicky. It works right now, but first time after I took the tab off of these batteries, this tab right here, and it wouldn't work. No matter how I press it, it wouldn't work. And then I readjust the batteries a few times and still didn't work, and now it's working. So it's very finicky, this gimmick here for this lantern. And so I mean, it works right now, but if you don't see it lighting up, you might want to adjust the batteries if you decide to buy this, which I highly don't recommend. So overall, this is another fail from Sideshow. It costs what, $220 MSRP, and for God's sake, don't buy this thing. It's not worth it. It's almost, well, I think it's worse than Django, because at least Django you could take the armor pieces apart and redo it yourself to get it straight. But this one, you can't even fix it because the emblem is off-centered, and the suit, you can't even take it off without damaging it. Then you won't be able to put another body, a Hot Toys body, a True Type body in there to fix that problem. You can't, because this thing is sewn together so to the body. So yeah, there's no fixing this unless you really know how to sew and stuff. For normal people, this is definitely a pass. If you're willing to do the customizing yourself, where you have to do sewing, and you would have to remove this emblem altogether and then put one of your own on there, then maybe. But I still don't recommend this, because you're paying 220 bucks for a figure that you have to basically deconstruct everything and rebuilding it all together yourself, which I don't recommend. So yeah, this is another fail for Sideshow, and yeah, terrible figure. So there you go. Thanks for watching.